imagine a cube 6 miles across, deep and high, and that's how much lava came out.
With these VEI-8 eruptions, they are very catastrophic, very, very explosive. They can produce ash over 40 kilometers up into the air, and it can cause a few years at least of global cooling as well.
Really large eruptions at Yellowstone, so much material comes out, entire mountain ranges end up falling into the ground and essentially disappearing.
These eruptions are enormous. The amount of material erupted from them, huge.
And this restless Yellowstone caldera is truly living, breathing, and every once in a while it bursts.
Mountain, a volcano previously thought to be extinct, erupted this morning, devastating the Idaho towns of Ketchum, Sun Valley.
Yellowstone, an awe-inspiring national park in the United States, is renowned for its breathtaking landscapes, vibrant wildlife, and extraordinary geothermal features. It seems inconceivable that anything could pose a threat to this remarkable place. However, an alarming development has occurred. Yellowstone Park is on the verge of closure, and it can be attributed to a warning issued by the esteemed Neil deGrasse Tyson. While it's one thing to identify a potential hazard, the true danger lies in the gathering of magma. For an eruption to transpire, all the magma must be in a liquid state and possess the force to rupture the surface. Join us on this exploration as we delve into the current situation at the national park and investigate possible measures to avert the crisis. Primarily situated in Wyoming, Yellowstone National Park extends its majestic boundaries into Montana and Idaho, encompassing an expansive area of over 2.2 million acres. Within this vast expanse, there is virtually no aspect of nature that one cannot encounter. Yellowstone National Park captivates visitors with its remarkable geothermal marvels, boasting an impressive collection of over 10,000 geysers, hot springs, mud pots, and fumaroles. The park presents a captivating spectacle of bubbling pools and erupting geysers, leaving spectators in awe. Among these wonders, the renowned Old Faithful geyser stands as an undeniable marvel, while the grand prismatic spring mesmerizes with its unforgettable vibrant hues. Adding to the park's allure is the majestic Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, a testament to the carving prowess of the Yellowstone River. Within this canyon, one can witness the splendor of yellow and orange cliffs framing the mighty river. The lower and upper falls within the canyon offer breathtaking vistas that leave a lasting impression. Furthermore, Yellowstone Lake, stretching across an expanse of 130 square miles, reigns as North America's largest high-elevation lake. Here, visitors can engage in various activities, including boating, fishing, and scenic drives along the picturesque lakeshore. However, while most perceive the park as a haven of happiness and joy, beneath its surface lies an ominous threat: the Yellowstone supervolcano. The supervolcano within Yellowstone National Park is classified as a caldera, a massive volcanic crater formed through the collapse of a volcano following a tremendously powerful eruption. Spanning an impressive diameter of approximately 45 miles, this volcano showcases the colossal scale of its volcanic system. The formation of the caldera can be traced back to ancient volcanic eruptions that took place millions of years ago. These cataclysmic eruptions expelled enormous quantities of volcanic material, causing the underlying volcanic structure to implode upon itself, ultimately resulting in the creation of the caldera. It is important to note that the volcano we observe today, although extremely fearsome, represents merely the remnants of the initial explosion that shook Yellowstone. This supervolcano is distinguished by its ongoing geothermal activity, which adds to its uniqueness and intrigue. Within the park's expansive landscape, one can find an array of hot springs, geysers, mud pots, and fumaroles, steam vents releasing gases from the depths of the earth. These geothermal features owe their existence to the underlying heat and geological activity of the supervolcano. The renowned Old Faithful, known for its remarkable regularity, erupts with scalding hot water and steam, often soaring to heights exceeding 100 feet. Despite the colossal eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano occurring around 640,000 years ago, the region remains far from dormant. It pulsates with constant activity, evident through small earthquakes, geothermal heat, and sporadic geyser eruptions. Each year, thousands of minor earthquakes are recorded in the vicinity of the supervolcano, signifying the ongoing movement of molten rock or magma deep beneath the Earth's surface. These seismic events serve as warnings from the Earth, indicating that the danger may lie beneath the surface. Dedicated scientists researching Yellowstone have approached these warnings with utmost seriousness. They employ a range of sophisticated monitoring systems to investigate the Yellowstone supervolcano and gather crucial data concerning its behavior and the potential for future eruptions. These methods enable them to closely observe seismic activity, ground deformation, and gas emissions, providing invaluable insights into the intricate dynamics of the supervolcano. Among the tools utilized are seismometers, instruments designed to measure and record ground vibrations caused by seismic waves. In the case of the Yellowstone supervolcano, a strategic network of seismometers is carefully positioned throughout the park and its surrounding areas. These seismometers have the ability to detect and record even the most minute earthquakes and ground tremors associated with volcanic activity. By analyzing the seismic data, scientists can accurately determine the location, depth, and magnitude of earthquakes, which in turn aids their understanding of magma movement and potential volcanic processes. Sophisticated global positioning system instruments play a crucial role in measuring and monitoring ground deformation surrounding the Yellowstone supervolcano. Leveraging satellite technology, these instruments accurately track and record even the subtlest alterations in the Earth's surface. By comparing repeated measurements over time, scientists can identify any shifts or changes in the landscape, which may serve as indicators of potential volcanic activity. The data gathered from GPS instruments provides valuable insights into the movement of magma beneath the Earth's surface. This information allows scientists to discern patterns and trends that could potentially serve as precursors to eruptions, enabling proactive measures to prevent or mitigate their impact. By detecting these indicators early on, scientists can take action to halt volcanic activity in its tracks. In addition to GPS instruments, gas monitoring stations are strategically positioned within Yellowstone National Park. These stations are designed to measure and analyze the composition and emission rates of gases released by the supervolcano. By monitoring these gases, scientists gain further understanding of the volcanic processes and can potentially detect changes in emissions that may signify shifts in volcanic activity. Volcanic gases, such as sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen sulfide, offer valuable insights into the underlying volcanic processes. Changes in gas emissions can serve as indicators of magma movement and its interaction with surrounding rocks and fluids. Deviations from baseline gas levels or notable increases in emissions can alert researchers to the potential for heightened volcanic activity. These monitoring methods, including gas monitoring stations, seismometers, and GPS instruments, operate in harmony to provide a comprehensive understanding of the behavior of the Yellowstone supervolcano. Continuous analysis and integration of data collected from these instruments enable scientists to identify anomalies or patterns that may signify significant shifts in volcanic activity. Through this meticulous analysis, scientists gain valuable insights into the intricate processes occurring beneath the Earth's surface. This comprehensive understanding allows them to potentially forecast or provide advanced warning of any potential volcanic events, offering crucial time to mitigate risks and safeguard nearby populations and environments. Volcanic systems are incredibly intricate, and the behavior of volcanoes can be influenced by a multitude of factors. Hence, the continuous monitoring efforts and the data collected play a vital role in ongoing research, aiding scientists in enhancing their understanding of the dynamics of the Yellowstone supervolcano. Without such monitoring, we would be unknowingly perched on a ticking time bomb, unaware of the activity transpiring beneath our feet. Renowned astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson and volcanologist Janine Krippner delved into the potential eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano, unraveling its distinct characteristics during an engaging episode of the Star Talk podcast. Their insightful conversation shed light on the definition of a supervolcano, a volcano that has undergone a significant eruption in the past. They emphasized that while the majority of volcanic eruptions tend to be relatively smaller in scale, supereruptions set supervolcanoes apart due to their magnitude and impact. By studying and comprehending the unique traits of supervolcanoes, scientists gain valuable insights that aid in better preparedness and mitigation strategies. This continuous exploration and exchange of knowledge contribute to our collective understanding of these geological phenomena and enable us to make informed decisions in the face of potential volcanic events. VI2 eruptions are characterized as relatively small and confined, with limited effects beyond the immediate vicinity of the volcano. These eruptions typically produce low ash plumes and release a relatively small volume of volcanic material. As the VI level increases to 3 and 4, eruptions become more explosive, generating taller eruption columns. The volume of ejected material also escalates, potentially leading to the formation of pyroclastic flows, swift-moving avalanches composed of hot ash, gases, and rock fragments. Such eruptions can have significant regional impacts, affecting air travel, agriculture, and local communities. When the VI level reaches 5, eruptions are considered large in scale, featuring substantial ash plumes and widespread dispersal of tephra. The impacts of these eruptions can extend over a large area surrounding the volcano, causing disruptions to transportation infrastructure and the environment. The effects can be far-reaching, affecting multiple regions and necessitating comprehensive response measures. This is the point where the impact of volcanic eruptions extends far beyond the immediate vicinity of the volcano, and the situation becomes exceedingly grave. At the highest end of the scale, levels 6 to 8 super eruptions take place. These are the most catastrophic and infrequent events, characterized by colossal eruption columns that can ascend into the stratosphere. The volume of ejected material during these eruptions is immense, and the consequences can be felt globally. They can disrupt climate patterns and result in significant environmental and societal ramifications. This underscores the immense importance of having a tool like the Volcanic Explosivity Index. By utilizing this index, scientists can categorize and compare volcanic eruptions based on their explosiveness and estimate the potential hazards and impacts they may pose. The scale aids in comprehending the magnitude and severity of volcanic activity, thus enabling better preparedness, hazard assessment, and mitigation strategies in volcanic regions across the globe. It serves as a crucial resource for scientists and policymakers in their efforts to safeguard communities and minimize the potential consequences of volcanic events. During their insightful discussion, Neil deGrasse Tyson and Janine Krippner delved into the immense challenge posed by the accumulation of a vast amount of magma in a single location, a crucial factor in triggering a super eruption. They emphasized the inherent complexity and time-consuming nature of this process, which necessitates an extensive buildup of magma beneath the Earth's surface over an extended period. Tyson and Krippner highlighted a significant observation regarding the magma composition beneath Yellowstone. They shared their expertise and noted that, for an eruption to occur, a higher proportion of liquid magma is necessary. Based on their analysis, they suggested that a minimum threshold of 30% liquid magma is required to create the conditions conducive to an eruption. This observation sheds light on the intricate interplay of magma dynamics and highlights the specific conditions that must be met for a super eruption to be triggered. The discussion underscores the importance of understanding the composition and behavior of magma reservoirs, providing valuable insights for ongoing research and potential forecasting of volcanic events. Yellowstone National Park is currently holding an alarming amount of magma, surpassing the halfway mark of the required threshold. All indications point towards the possibility of an eruption occurring much sooner than initially anticipated. Should this eruption transpire, its impact could be catastrophic, potentially affecting everything in its path. Super eruptions have the capability to unleash vast quantities of volcanic ash, propelling it high into the atmosphere. With some plumes ascending to astonishing heights of up to 80 miles, the dispersion of these ash particles across great distances carries significant consequences for global climate patterns. When volcanic ash is injected into the upper atmosphere during a super eruption, it engages in intricate interactions with air currents and weather systems. The minuscule ash particles can linger in the atmosphere for an extended period, carried by prevailing wind patterns across expansive regions and even entire continents. As the ash spreads throughout the atmosphere, it coalesces into a dense cloud that has the capacity to absorb and scatter sunlight. This occurrence is commonly referred to as volcanic winter, a phenomenon that can lead to substantial disruptions in climate and weather patterns on a global scale. The existence of a dense volcanic ash cloud can have a profound impact on the amount of sunlight reaching the Earth's surface. This reduction in solar radiation can result in significant repercussions for the planet's temperature and weather patterns. The ash particles act as a barrier, reflecting incoming sunlight back into space and inducing a temporary cooling effect on the Earth's surface. This cooling effect can bring about alterations in rainfall patterns, modified wind patterns, and disturbances to both regional and global climates. The consequences of such widespread cooling can be extensive. Agriculture and food production may be adversely affected as growing seasons change and crop yields diminish. Ecosystems may face disruptions as species struggle to adapt to the altered conditions. Moreover, the cooling effect caused by volcanic ash can impact human societies in various ways. It may give rise to economic challenges, scarcities in resources, and social unrest. The cascading effects of such environmental shifts can reverberate through multiple sectors of society, posing challenges to livelihoods and well-being. Understanding and preparing for the potential consequences of global cooling resulting from volcanic ash dispersal is crucial for mitigating its impacts and developing strategies to address the associated challenges. Examining the historical records reveals the substantial climatic repercussions caused by previous supereruptions. A notable example is the eruption of Mount Tambora in 1815, widely recognized as one of the most formidable volcanic events in documented history. This cataclysmic event resulted in the infamous year without a summer. In 1816, the extensive distribution of volcanic ash had far-reaching consequences, including unusually cold temperatures, crop failures, and social unrest across various regions of the Northern Hemisphere. Moreover, the experts further deliberated on the disruptive effects of volcanic ash on air travel, underlining the hazards it poses to aircraft engines and flight operations. They highlighted the perils associated with flying through volcanic ash, as the minuscule abrasive particles can inflict damage to engines and impede visibility. This presents a significant risk to aviation safety, underscoring the criticality of monitoring volcanic activity meticulously and issuing appropriate flight advisories during eruptions. Understanding the historical impact of supereruptions on climate and acknowledging the potential dangers volcanic ash poses to aviation is vital for comprehensive risk assessment and the implementation of necessary precautions. By diligently monitoring volcanic activity and providing timely guidance to the aviation industry, potential risks can be minimized, ensuring the safety of both passengers and aircraft. Neil deGrasse Tyson and Janine Krippner brought attention to the pivotal role of the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory and other affiliated organizations in actively monitoring the activity of the Yellowstone supervolcano. They highlighted the significance of a comprehensive monitoring system designed to detect and analyze various indicators of volcanic unrest, offering vital information for scientific research and public safety. During their discussion, Neil deGrasse Tyson and Janine Krippner emphasized the collaborative efforts of the United States Geological Survey, the University of Utah, and the National Park Service, which together formed the backbone of the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory. These organizations work in unison to ensure continuous surveillance of the Yellowstone supervolcano, enabling the timely detection and assessment of any changes or potential volcanic hazards. Through the dedicated monitoring efforts of the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory, scientists and experts are able to gather critical data, such as seismic activity, ground deformation, gas emissions, and other relevant parameters. This wealth of information facilitates a deeper understanding of the volcano's behavior and aids in the development of effective mitigation strategies and emergency response plans. The comprehensive monitoring system established by the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory serves as a crucial tool in safeguarding public safety and providing valuable insights into the dynamics of the Yellowstone supervolcano. By remaining vigilant and proactive in their monitoring efforts, these organizations contribute to ongoing research and ensure that necessary measures can be taken to mitigate the potential risks associated with this geologically significant region. This collaborative partnership harnesses the collective expertise and resources of these organizations to effectively monitor and study the Yellowstone supervolcano. In addition to the crucial role played by the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory, a range of other monitoring techniques are employed to enhance our understanding of this geological phenomenon. The observatory utilizes ground deformation measurements, which involve monitoring changes in the shape and movement of the Earth's surface. This data, combined with satellite imagery analysis, allows scientists to detect any shifts or anomalies that may indicate volcanic activity. Thermal monitoring is another valuable tool employed by the observatory, enabling the identification of areas with elevated heat signatures and providing further insights into the dynamic behavior of the supervolcano. The significance of their work cannot be overstated, as any lapses in monitoring could have serious consequences. The effective functioning of the observatory and the coordination of these monitoring techniques are paramount to ensuring the safety and well-being of the surrounding communities and ecosystems. It is through their diligent efforts that potential risks and hazards can be identified, enabling the implementation of necessary measures to mitigate any potential threats. It is worth noting that while super eruptions like those of the Yellowstone supervolcano garner significant attention, there are other types of volcanic events that differ in scale and lava composition. Large flood basalt volcanoes, spanning millions of years, involve the eruption of extensive volumes of runny lava, which can cover vast areas and create massive volcanic plateaus. Understanding these variations in volcanic activity contributes to a more comprehensive understanding of the Earth's dynamic geological processes. While flood basalt eruptions can have long-lasting effects on regional environments, they differ significantly from the explosive nature and global impact of super eruptions. It is important to approach the portrayal of risks associated with Yellowstone's eruption in the media with caution, as it often tends to exaggerate potential dangers. Instead, it is crucial to rely on accurate scientific information and assessments provided by volcanologists and authoritative sources. Given the international collaboration and scientific community involved in monitoring Yellowstone, the notion of government secrecy regarding imminent eruptions is highly unlikely. The scientific community is committed to sharing information and ensuring public safety. However, if park authorities decide to close down the park, it indicates that the situation may have reached a critical point, warranting urgent action. As for the question of whether we will be able to predict Yellowstone's potential eruption or if it will destroy the entire Earth, only time will tell. Monitoring and research efforts continue, and we must patiently await further insights. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and stay tuned for our future content. As always, thanks for watching our video. See you in the next one.